All right. Fade to black breaking news. We are back. Today is Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. And yes, I want you to help support the news and our show and everything that we do here. Get your Fade to Black T-shirts. The links are below. All right, so go down, click it, order your shirts. We have two versions. We have the classic, and then we have the new Michael Oeming Superman shirts. So they are below. Everything is autographed and shipped the next day. And of course, it always includes shipping. Now, yes, I have to be here to sign those shirts. I have been gone for the last week, and I will be catching up with everything tomorrow, and everything that was ordered while I was gone will ship out tomorrow. But I'm back, and it's so good to be back. I want to say this before we get started today. Yes, I just spent 9 days in the United Kingdom, and it was amazing. But let me back up. I just want to share this. This is some breaking news. I thought I was flying on Monday. That's right. And that was in the back of my mind. And it was Saturday afternoon. And I'm just leisurely going about my day and planning everything, for flying out on Monday morning. Get a notification on my phone. It's now time to check in for your flight tomorrow. I was like, what? And I click. And sure enough, my flight was first thing in the morning on Sunday instead of Monday. It is Saturday evening. And I did the mad dash. That's it. I was flying in the morning. Everything that I plan on taking care of on Sunday now had to happen on Saturday evening with a hurricane moving in. That's right. And I was pretty excited. I was like, wow, I'm flying to London in the morning. And I got everything done. And the timing of this, because I thought I was flying on Monday and the hurricane was going to blow through. And then I would have to deal with flights and everything on Monday. And hopefully everything was going to be okay. Now it turns out I was flying in the hurricane. So I got everything done. It was a little bit of a panicked rush, but it was cool because I was excited. And woke up on Sunday. Yes, it rained all night. The hurricane's moving through. I had no choice but to jump in the car and drive through the hurricane to the airport. And while I was driving to the airport, felt my car do a little shakety shake coming down on the 405. And I thought it was the wind from the hurricane and what was going on. It was like the craziest dream. Anyway, so as the little shimmy stopped, it did feel strange, but I thought it was the wind. It was really windy and it was raining. It was a hurricane. And about 10 seconds later, get the alarm going off, the civil alarm. And I looked down, popped up on my dashboard, earthquake. Not only an earthquake, but an earthquake in Los Angeles during the hurricane. And it wasn't a small earthquake. It was a 5.1 or something with aftershocks. I'm like, what can happen next? I just need to get to the UK. It was like the craziest 12 hours, with the early announcement that I was flying the next day. I drive through the hurricane. I get to the airport. I get checked in, and they're not canceling. They were canceling flights all over the country. 5,000 flights got canceled on Sunday. Not mine. Oh, no. If you're flying internationally, they were putting those planes in the air through the hurricane no matter what. And they did. I couldn't believe it. And I ended up getting to London an hour early. Yeah, it was a 12-hour flight or whatever it was. Direct flight from LA to London. But what a crazy day that was. It turned out, I just want to say this, I'm sure that there are many that are listening today that attended the Awakening conference, the 4BK UK World Tour that we did. It was a huge success, but I just want to say this hello to everybody over there in the United Kingdom. What just a warm, amazing, fun, knowledge filled week it was. Man, I'm now house shopping for a home in the United Kingdom. I'm telling you right now, I need a house. What a country. I had a great time. So there you go. All right, lined up in front of us on Fade to Black. No, sleep is for sissies, everybody. No, 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 no. I got back last night. I'm on the air today. So let's get straight to it on this day in history. Speaking of hurricanes, on this day in history, 2005, Hurricane Katrina struck the United States Gulf Coast and devastated the area, especially New Orleans, which experienced catastrophic flooding after its levees were breached the following day. On this day in 2005, still recovering from that, by the way. All right. Here's your fader fact. And this one's for John on the side. John on the side has to have food fader facts. And when it's on a Tuesday, he wants a taco Tuesday fader fact. Well, I did the best that I could for John aside. In 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson left water and soda powder outside overnight with a wooden stirrer in the cup. When he discovered the mixture had frozen, the popsicle was born on this day in 1905. So there you go. There's your fader fact, and that's a pretty good one. That's how the popsicle came into existence. Let's get to the breaking news. I've got some big breaking news today. The early universe observations by the James Webb Space Telescope cannot be explained by current cosmological models, and these models estimate the universe to be about 13.8 billion years of age, based on the Big Bang expanding universe concept. We all understand that. I have the feeling the Big Bang's about to go away. Now check this out. New research by Rahendra Gupta of the University of Ottawa proposes a model that determines the universe's age to be 26.7 billion years old, which accounts for the James Webb Space Telescope's, quote, early impossible galaxy observations. This age estimate is derived from the universe's expansion rate by measuring the redshift of spectral lines in the light emitted by distant galaxies. An earlier explanation of the redshift was based on the hypothesis that light loses energy as it travels cosmic distances. Now, the new model stretches galaxy formation time 10 to 20-fold over the standard model, giving enough time for the formation of well-evolved, impossible early galaxies as observed. That's right. The new number is 26.7 billion years old. Absolutely incredible. Science is changing everything that we know by the day. You know that highly anticipated cinematic trip back to the planet Arrakis? You know, that trip that you were planning this November like me? Well, you might want to unpack your movie snack stash, right? Because this has been pushed back. Warner Brothers has just made the tough decision to push the second half of the director Denis Villeneuve's Dune all the way into next year, when it will finally land in theaters in March 15th of 2024. We've all been led to believe that the storied studio would stand firm on Dune Part 2's original launch date of November 3rd, 2023. However, that's right. Now that the Hollywood WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes are lingering and no apparent compromises are being proposed, Warner Brothers aborted that plan and is now shooting for early 2024. On a side note, I watched it twice on my transatlantic flights. I watched it once there and watched it once back. I watched so many movies. I was driving back last night, and coming back, it was a 14-hour flight. It's a long flight, right? And I watched back to back, and I couldn't remember anything that I watched except for Dune. All right. A bold parachute jump will see the highest skydiving leap above the earth by a woman. Check this out. By 2025, the Hera Rising Initiative aims to send a woman high into Earth's atmosphere to vault from a balloon gondola in the stratosphere and break world records along the way. The project from nonprofit Rising United features 3 highly experienced skydivers: Eliana Rodriguez, she's from Colombia, Diane Valorin Jimenez from Costa Rica, and Swati Varshini, she's from India. One of them will make the jump, while the other 2 will stick on the team for ground support. The trio will also help furnish educational materials for students around the world. Sign up for teachers and other volunteering opportunities are available on the Rising United website. Now, check this. One of the 3 jumping from the stratosphere aims to break these records. Check this. Free fall from the highest altitude by more than 3,609 feet. That's right. They're going to break the record by 3,609 feet. They're going to break the speed of sound unaided by an additional 164 miles per hour. That's insane. The highest crewed balloon flight, they're going to break that by 3,534 feet. And they're also going to break the longest free fall time. That's insane. And it's going to be by a woman, which makes it all the sweeter. This is great. Absolutely amazing. The connections. That's right. Listen to this. The connections people experience with their loved ones don't necessarily end after death. A recent Pew Research Center survey's results suggest over half of the 5,079 surveyed American adults, 53%, reported having been visited by a dead relative in dreams or some other form. According to the survey results released last Wednesday, and 44% of the respondents said they've experienced at least one of these 3 encounters in the past year. Feeling a dead relative's presence, telling a late family member about their lives, or having a deceased relative communicate with them. All of this according to the Pew Research Center. The center conducted the survey among its American Trends panel members between March 27th and April 2nd. The survey includes responses from, all Americans from all religions, including Buddhists, Jews, and Muslims. There you go. All right. Now I'm going to leave you with this. And you know what? You just might squirm. It was a fairly regular day on the ward for Canberra Hospital infectious diseases physician Dr. Sanaya Senanayake. That's right. Until a neurosurgeon colleague called him and said, quote, "Oh my God, you wouldn't believe what I just found in this lady's brain. And it's alive and wriggling," end quote. The neurosurgeon, Dr. Hari Priya Bondi, had pulled an 8-centimeter long parasitic roundworm from her patient, prompting her to call on him and other hospital colleagues for advice about what to do next. Check this out. The patient, a 64-year-old woman from southeastern New South Wales, was first admitted to her local hospital in late January 2021 after suffering 3 weeks of abdominal pain and diarrhea, followed by a constant dry cough, fever, and night sweats. By 2022, her symptoms also included forgetfulness and depression, prompting a referral to Canberra Hospital. An MRI scan of her brain revealed abnormalities, as you can imagine, requiring surgery. Soon after, doctors performed a brain biopsy and extracted a live 3.15-inch long live wriggling red worm from her brain, belonging to a species that has never been known to infect humans before, normally found in pythons, in snakes. The woman is now recovering. She's okay, but I am not. Nightmares are straight ahead for me. The case has been documented in the September edition of the journal Emerging Infectious Diseases. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. Fade to Black breaking news is produced tirelessly by Renee Newman. I'm Jimmy Church. Go Backley Tappy.